She is behind a song that has been climbing the country music charts and a social media phenomenon. Not to mention, she also happens to be from Arizona. I'm talking about Shari Rowe, and she's here with me with, of course, some great gentlemen. Shari, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Tina. Thanks for having us on the show. I'm excited.
I've been waiting for you to stop by, so I'm so glad this all worked out.
So great.
Now, before we kind of talk about social media, the hashtag, the campaign, and everything, introduce us to who's with us on stage.
We've got Alan on acoustic guitar today,
Ta-da.
and Steven over here on fiddle.
Yay!
We usually have a 7-member band, so we're scaled down a little bit, but this is cool. We're doing version.
We're doing the intimate version here on the show. Now, the song I was talking about, the hashtag campaign that I was talking about, it's Take the Shot. The song blew up.
Yeah, it's taken off like crazy. It's climbing the charts.
Oh my gosh.
It's so cool, and what is great about it is that Take That Shot is a great song, but I wanted to make it about something more than country music. So the Take That Shot Kindness campaign, we're encouraging people to perform random acts of kindness and then post pictures with that hashtag Take That Shot and tag 10 friends. Give it more purpose, you know, than just a good country song.
Way to take something and really give back. Now, the song, of course, is doing amazing. This campaign is already doing amazing. If you, search that hashtag, everyone's going to see all these great things. I did say you were from Arizona, from Glendale, right?
Yes, West Valley, yep.
So tell me kind of how this all came about. How did you get to where we're at today?
Man, well, I've been playing country music for probably about 5 or 6 years now, and did contemporary Christian music for a while. Still lead worship in my church when I get the chance, and gosh, I co-wrote this song with a couple guys back in Nashville. I'm having more opportunities to do that kind of thing, and we worked it out over about a 5-6 hour session, and then just heard it come to life in the studio. We had Garth Brooks fiddle player, we had Carrie Underwood's keys guy. I was just sitting in the studio pinching myself at Ruckus Room out there in Nashville. And,
I'm sure.
And it's so cool to see it kind of taken off. It's just fun. That's what you hope for, right?
Yes.
You know?
Now, I know you're going to sing that song for us here in just a few moments. We're going to get another song later in the show. What's the second song we're going to hear?
The second song is Moonshine. And my husband and I and my family, we love to camp here in Arizona. And gosh, Arizona, it's our home. And we love the mountains. We have a favorite spot up in the White Mountains. And Moonshine was actually written about that spot.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to hear the music, gentlemen. And we're going to get kicking off here in just a moment. Shari, thank you so much for stopping in.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Amazing. Now, to learn more about the hashtag Take That Shot Kindness campaign and to purchase the music, visit ShariRowe.com. And now, without further ado, here is a performance by Shari Rowe.
I was moving on to Tennessee, wasn't thinking about nobody but me. Falling was the last thing on my mind. Thank God that I fell for that stupid pickup line. Now I ain't the type to gamble on one night, but there's just something about him makes it feel so right. I guess you gotta fight it for, sometimes you gotta risk it all. Glad my heart don't listen to my head. I never had so much to lose if I keep holding on to you. We've got even better days ahead. If it means your hand in mine, I'd put it on the line. I'd take that shot every time. Putting on my best sundress, toasting 2 years that flew by so fast. Just bought a place of our own. Ain't much, but it's where we call home. I guess I'm the type to bet on one for life, 'cause there's just something about him makes it feel so right. I guess you gotta fight it for, sometimes you gotta risk it all. I'm glad my heart don't listen to my head. I never had so much to lose if I keep holding on to you. We've got even better days ahead. If it means your hand in mine, I'd put it on the line. someone sitting in my shotgun seat. He's the first and last thing on my mind. Thank God that I fell for that stupid pickup line. I guess you gotta fly to fall. Sometimes you gotta risk it all. I'm glad my heart don't listen to my head. I never had so much to lose if I keep holding on to you. We've got even better days ahead. Ooh, if it means your hand in mine, I'd put it all on the line. I'd take that shot every time. Shot every time. Ooh, I'd take that shot every time.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to It Matters Radio. Of course, when we have three people here, including Carrie, you always know this is our special Sunday musical guest interview show, and it's always exciting, and we're always so happy to bring wonderful, wonderful guests to your attention. And Carrie, it was years ago that we first knew about Shari, and we loved her then. But can you introduce her to everybody?
Uh, People, it's such a delight for us to have Shari Rowe back. She is a country western singer, traveling on tour actually right now. We're going to talk to her a little bit about that. Welcome to the show, Shari. Thank you for talking to us today.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so great to be on the show with you guys. I appreciate it. You guys are just so sweet and kind. And yeah, we're out on the road here, but I love being able to make time for you guys. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I think that the
Right.
viewers will absolutely understand technology. That Shari's doing this from the road, and we're just so happy she took time in her busy schedule to even be here with us. So I'm thrilled about it.
Yes. Yeah. So, Shari, you come
Appreciate it.
from
Thank
a
you.
country family in Arizona. Talk a little bit about your growing up country and riding horses and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting because we spent a lot of traveling all over, and of course, Nashville is the home for country music, and Arizona, though, is the perfect environment for country music. I mean, I grew up, like you said, like you've read about, riding horses and camping. And, this is the West. This is the West, and country music was always a perfect backdrop for all of that. My dad loved the good old standards, Johnny Cash, Waylon, and I remember taking drives and him playing all those classics, and so I was raised on that. So professionally, as an artist, it was the natural place for me to land here in country music.
Cool. It's very cool, very cool. So you are on tour right now, I believe, with Winona Judd. Tell us how that's been going and how exciting that is.
Well, I'm excited to be able to say we opened up for her at the Fox Theater in Tucson last weekend. We're not out on tour with her. I wish we were able to grab more dates with her right now. She's got different people opening up in each city. And we were just so excited and so privileged to be able to be chosen to open up for her this last Sunday. Winona Judd. I mean, she was everything that you'd hope she would be. A great performer, super sweet, kind, just so down to earth. And it's obvious how much her fans love her. So for us to be able to get in front of that crowd was a great opportunity for us, and we had a great response to our set, and it was just one of those surreal moments that the whole night I was like, wow, this is really happening. It was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I look at the fans that you probably got from that, because first of all, they love country music. You know that right off the bat. They love female entertainers. We know that right off the bat. And they got to meet someone maybe they didn't know before and see her talent. So That was
Yeah.
great. I was just so excited when I heard that.
Thank you. I think that's the thing about country fans. They, from my experience, they're always open to hearing someone new. Even in the industry, as artists, I've seen it over and over where people celebrate each other's achievements and everyone's happy to welcome someone new. And it feels like, at times, even though the industry is tough and there's a lot of talented people, sometimes it can be hard to kind of push your way through. In a lot of ways, it does, on the other end, feel like there's room for everybody because there's just a community atmosphere. And that spills over into the fans. Everyone's just real.
Yeah, because I think a lot of some of the performers forget that they were once where you are right now or where you were 5 years ago at one point. And it took,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
the truly successful people are the ones that lend a helping hand, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Absolutely. And I even see that, with the other artists that we've been able to open up for, in particular, like being backstage with Diamond Rio and looking at them, and they've had so many hits, just hit after hit, and they're still out there doing what they love. And we're all backstage together, and I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, they kept doing it. They kept working and they kept creating music and they kept pushing forward, and they're doing it at a level, that hopefully one day I can look back and be able to have a measure of success like they've had. And it inspires me when I see them doing it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm here with them now, and what a privilege. And it's just a really good sign that we're moving forward and things are growing, and it's just kind of a cool thing.
Well, I'm glad you're touring because touring gets you in connection with so many new people all the time too. You never know who's going to be watching you.
That's the truth.
And in what town,
You're right. I think that's the truth in anything, though. Really, you never know who's watching. It's like, in everything. I have a great group of guys with me. I have a great band and a great crew, and I don't know. It's just cool to meet people face to face, and there are so many ways that we can influence people even beyond the music. Because I think fans are looking for great music and they're looking to be entertained, but they are looking for a certain relationship. They want to know that you're real and you're about something and that you're relatable. And so that's something we all really strive to do, is connect with the people.
So you have a new song that came out not too long ago called Southern Spells. Tell us a little bit about the mechanics, because it's a great song.
Yeah, Southern Spells, man. That song is so fun. Who doesn't love a good story song? And I feel like my good friend Nick Orso started writing that, and then I collaborated with him, and we wrote it a few years ago. We've actually been performing it out on the road for a while, and it's always been a crowd favorite. It's always been a favorite to play, for us as a band. When we went to read last summer at the Ruckus Room in Nashville, we're sitting in the room. We've got Garth Brooks' fiddle player, Jimmy Mattingly, and Jimmy Nichols on keys, and just the top players in the industry. And we decided, Southern Spells needed its chance to sort of like grow up, and we really wanted to hear what that song could become, with that caliber of player on it.
Yeah.
So, these guys did not disappoint. Of course, they don't ever. And just hearing the song now, I feel like it's finally everything it was meant to be, and it's at a level now where it, was ready to be released to radio as a single, and radio's grabbing onto it. The fans are grabbing onto it even more because it just is so much bigger even than it ever was. And
oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to play, and everybody seems to grab on even when we play live. So
yeah, it's kind of a sassy song, I think, huh, Carrie?
Yeah. So you had another song that you wrote called Take That Shot, which is another favorite of mine. Could you talk a little bit about the kindness? I guess it was like a kindness thing where you out to social networking, be kind.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that.
That was so cool. See, and that's a good example of, we really try to, whenever we have any measure of success, I'm always asking, what can we do with that to take it even beyond entertainment and beyond just, charting at a certain number on the charts. And Take That Shot was perfect because it was coming up just before the holiday season, and a good friend of mine mentioned, these kindness campaigns that are out there, and it was just a cool opportunity because the song talks about kind of going beyond your comfort zone. And in the case of the song, it's a love story, and this girl has her life planned out, but then this guy comes along and she knows he's the right one, and so she kind of has to ditch some of her plans and kind of take a leap of faith, and everything turns out great for her. And so we took that idea and we said, can we inspire people to go beyond their comfort zone in their everyday lives? And, so often we can be out somewhere and we can see a need, or we can know about, someone in our neighborhood that has a need, or even a shelter, or any number of ways that we can find to help. And I know so many of us, we think about these things, but we wanted to be able to push people and put action, to their intentions and do something. So we said, take that shot and perform random acts of kindness in your community and make a difference. And it grabbed on. People were performing all kinds of different acts of kindness and posting it on social media with the Take That Shot hashtag. And it's so cool to see something like that, because those are the things that last forever, when you can impact someone's life and inspire people to do good. So.
And you never know sometimes that you're even impacting someone's life. I think if people come from, how you say, a place of kindness and caring for each other in their everyday actions, it's probably the most powerful tool that we have.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. I was impressed with the stellar people that I think added to this song or performed it with you. I mean, Keith Urban, Garth Brooks, Jimmy Nichols, Carrie Underwood. I mean, how did that happen? That's amazing.
Well, these are the players who played on the project, all have played and recorded with all of those people. And when you have that caliber of musicianship, I mean, because a song takes on so many different lives before it's finally released to radio. And, it goes from that room you're in with a guitar, maybe a couple writers, and you have the idea and you feel like you have something good. But then, like I was saying earlier, to have the opportunity to have that level of skill on our project, and to have Jamie Tate over at the Ruckus Room produce it, I was sitting there just pinching myself.
Yeah, I would.
You know what, Carrie? I think right now is a good time to take a break.
Yeah,
and
let's
listen
take a
to
break
another
for
song,
music.
'cause I'm ready for some more Shari's music. I can't wait. And we'll be back in just a couple moments to chat a little bit more with Shari Rowe.
Well, I'll tell a tale of these southern towns. It's enough to make you pale. When the tides roll in on these Georgia banks, you can bet it brings a southern spell. And when the bayou plays its tricks on things, you know it's a southern spell. And when trees decay down in Tennessee, you know it's a southern belle with a southern spell. and you'll know. You better look away, boy. You better run. You better pretty little lie, pull you in, fall prey to the woman and the devil wins. You'll be paying double, son. Ain't your mama taught you? Pretty little lie, pull you in, fall prey to the woman and the devil wins. You'll be paying double, son. Ain't your mama taught you nothing? Well, I'll tell it's enough to make you feel very well. The Southern Belle. Moonshine. Night is young and the moon is high, little up on the ridge. It's gonna be a good night. South wind bringing in a summer breeze. Cut a little path through the sycamore tree. I know you got a little stash in a mason jar, but I'd rather get a buzz from shooting stars. Moonshine, a blanket of stars in our own spotlight. Moonshine, spin me around and hold me tight. I won't need another drink in my life if I got you. Yeah, Miss Moonshine. Going too fast on a logging road. Gonna get there quick, gonna dance real slow. Fire roars while the air gets cold. Sparks will fly, we'll keep each other warm. Moonshine, blanket of stars in our own spotlight. Moonshine, spin me around and hold me tight. I won't need another drink in my life if I got you. And it's I know you got a little stash in a mason jar, but I'd rather get a buzz from shooting stars. Blanket of stars in our own spotlight. Spin me around and hold me tight. Moonshine, a blanket of stars in our own spotlight. Moonshine, spin me around and hold me tight. I won't need another drink in my life if I got you. Moonshine, ooh.
Hi, and everybody, and welcome back to It Matters Radio. We are talking to the delightful country artist, Miss Shari Rowe, who's on the road right now. Just an amazing career, Shari, and I want to talk a little bit about your days before you became a musician. What were you doing, and what made you decide to become a country western star?
Well, I grew up in a musical family, and so my earliest memories were, living room talent shows and camping and singing around the fire and trying to find harmonies. And I mean, I don't remember a time when I wasn't doing that. So really, to be able to say now that I'm doing this in my life, as my career it's such a blessing. I mean, sometimes I'm just amazed. I mean, it takes a lot of work, always, and it has for, up to this point, we've worked really hard. But I think, we're all passionate about what we do. And my husband is my bass player in my band, and we met actually trying to form a band. And, it's amazing to me that I get to travel with my family and my best friends and make music. It's incredible. And so I'm really looking back, like you say, what was it like before that? There's really not anything significant that was before that I ever considered as a career or that I can see as my gifting or, this was it for me. It's just always been that thing.
Wow. Wow. So you do write music. Where do you get your inspiration?
Oh man, that's a good question. In so many different ways. I think I'm learning to find it in so many different places. I mean, sometimes I'm writing a song about my own feelings, but I find pretty often I'm looking at maybe someone else's life that I know, and taking one small idea, whether it's something that has happened in someone's life or just something that someone says, and kind of building a whole story around that. So the original, idea may have been inspired by an actual person or an experience, but I like to use my imagination and build a story. So I think country music is all about stories, and it's all about making those stories relatable. I'm a Christian, and I lead worship when I'm not on the road, which is, I don't get to do it as much as I like to now, but they're great. My church allows me to come in when I'm in town and do that. So, I'm inspired by my faith. I'm really inspired just by people and how people think and what people go through. And just life is happening all around us.
I have to liken country music a lot to books, but they're just they're like flash fiction.
Right. Yeah.
And because I'm sure that a lot of inspiration comes from gosh, you saw this happen, or you met this person, and you couldn't get it out of your mind, and you just had to write something about it.
Exactly.
And that's what I think people love about country music. It's I don't want to say it's simple, because it's not. It's hard to be real. It's easier to be fake.
Well, yeah, I see what you mean. I do. Yeah, I think you have to be. I think you really have to be in the moment to be sincere. I think it's really easy to fall into, saying what's expected, or just the common phrases and just like the go-tos, just that are socially acceptable and surfacey. And, there's a time for, those kind exchanges. But I think if you can really be in the moment and really listen to people when you're talking, and be able to offer something and communicate on a level that's just even just a little bit deeper than surface, people grab onto that because people want what's real.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, how many times are you talking to somebody and they're not listening, and they're thinking about what they're going to say next? And what kind of a conversation is that?
One way.
And
Exactly.
when you're singing a song, I think unless it's this really upbeat type of song where everybody's clapping and everything, but when you're singing like a ballad and it's silent, I think that is one of the most perfect moments for a performer, because they are mesmerized by you.
Yeah. I agree with that so much. In fact, I just talked about this very thing with my husband. We were watching, because, you know, we did CMA Fest this last year. It was, I think, our third year playing out there. And they film everything when you're there at the beginning of June. But like the show that they just aired the other night was the footage from all the main concerts from CMA Fest. And they produced it over the last, you know, couple months, and they air it later on. So they aired it this last week. And Eric Church was performing, and it was that moment that you're talking about where it was just silent and him singing with such passion, and he's just capturing everyone's attention. And I told my husband Kevin, I said, that's the moment that I am looking forward to. You know, I want to be able to be in a stadium with, you know, thousands and thousands of people and be able to just feel that intensity of that quiet and be able to sing a slow song. Because when you're at this level that we're at, where we're building everything, oftentimes, you know, you really need to keep the energy up. Your singles have to be, you know, upbeat, and you can't release that ballad until you've established a longer career. And so that's kind of a bucket list moment of mine that I'm looking forward to, is to be able to perform a ballad.
Absolutely. So, Shari, of all the venues that you have performed at, is there a favorite that you actually performed at that just really stands out?
Oh, man.
So many.
You know, I have to say, I know it was just recent. We're just coming off of it last Sunday, but opening for Winona has got to be at the top of the list right now. That Fox Theater was jam-packed. There was hardly a seat open. They were genuinely there to hear the music. And I think, you know, we play a ton of festivals, and they're great. They're so much fun. But at a festival, there are a lot of distractions, and everybody's there for a lot of reasons. They're there for the music, but they're there for any number of other things, you know, carnival rides or food, or, you know, it's an outdoor environment, and it's fun, and we love it, you know. But when you're in a theater and someone has paid a ticket to sit in a seat and listen and intently listen and take in everything you're saying between the songs and listen to the story behind the song, it's just such a different atmosphere. And as an artist, as a songwriter, just as a band, that's just amazing to me, and such a privilege to have someone's captive attention like that.
Yes, absolutely.
There's nothing better than watching a live show, as far as I'm concerned.
Right?
You know, hey, a CD, okay, that's nice because you can listen to the song when you feel like listening to it, but the energy and you know, the presence of the artist, it's, I don't know, there's just a certain connection that's made when it's live. So I encourage people to please, I don't even care if it's your local venues, go to those. And certainly if Shari comes in town, get a ticket
for sure.
For shows.
We got to see Shari. Absolutely. Absolutely. So Shari, you, like I say, you've written quite a number of songs. What is there a favorite song of yours, and why?
Oh man, you know, a few years ago I wrote a song called "Family Gathering."
Yes.
And it was, you remember that one?
Yeah, you were on our show with that one. Yeah.
That's right. Oh yeah. Okay, that is a favorite of mine. It still is, because I come from a big family, and I started writing that song as sort of like a tongue-in-cheek kind of, not jokey, but just kind of humorous, you know, talking about the quirks about family. And, you know, those are all true and great, but the song kind of evolved from there, and it got into just the heart of family. And I feel like that song always makes me choke up still, because I think of my family, and so many people have told me that they have found their family represented in that song too. And as a songwriter, to be able to know that I wrote something that's that relatable, I don't know, it just touches my heart in a way that few other songs do.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Wow, it's a great song. I remember that song.
Thank you.
It was great. It was great. So, do you have a CD or anything coming out? I know you've released Southern Spells, but are you thinking of maybe a CD at some point?
We would love to be able to do that. You know, we are, we've got other songs written. We've got a couple other songs recorded. And that's the goal, is to, you know, compile enough to put out a full project. These days, the industry has changed so much. And you really have to for lack of a better term, just sort of prove yourself with those singles that you're releasing, and get those singles out there and see them charting, and then you get the kind of backing to do a full project, which these days is fewer and farther between for artists to be able to do a full album. So that would be absolutely a joy for me, though.
Cool. So where can we find Shari Rowe's music?
Oh man, you can find it anywhere that fans are used to downloading music. Amazon, iTunes, can stream it on Spotify. Really anywhere where fans are used to streaming and downloading music, they'll be able to find it.
And you've got a nice website also, right?
Website?
I do, yep, sharirowe.com. Yeah, you'll find all the links for, all the social media sites and whatnot, and all the places we're going to be playing. We've got a whole feed up there through bands in town, so fans can find links to buy tickets and find out more details and information about each show. And yep, that's a great place to start, is Shari Rowe.
Don't you love bands in town? It's great.
It is great. Yeah, I think it's a great resource for fans and for artists. You get notifications when someone that you like is coming through town, and it's very user friendly, and it's really taken off. It's been a great resource for me. Yeah, I love it.
So where are you going to be, Shari, for your fans that might be in the area? Where are you going to be performing?
Well, this weekend, I'm driving to California right now. So tomorrow, we'll be Big area around Big Bear Lake at the Discovery Amphitheater. I'm excited about this show. It's going to be fun because we are opening for James Garner, and James Garner does an amazing tribute to Johnny Cash.
James Garner is great, yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited about that, and I'm actually going to join with him and do a duet. We're going to do Jackson together, so that'll be fun.
Oh, what fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I want to see it. I want to go to Bear Valley.
Oh, man. I heard the high is only going to be like 73.
You're close,
there, so.
but not close enough. Well, I'm just going to have to bother the venues around here and tell them.
Yep.
Almost. Well, for those of you who are watching or listening and you can make it out to Big Bear tomorrow, it's going to be a fun show, and it's all for a great cause. It's all benefiting the Mountains Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization, and they have put so many dollars into and volunteer hours into creating opportunities for people to help sustain our forests and keep them beautiful, and they do great work. They provide education for youth on how to take care of the environment, and I know the trees and the mountains, it's a big part of my life, and so they've done a great thing over there. So
yeah, I live in the mountains, Shari, so I know, and there's been so many forest fires this year. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
From the extreme heat we've been having. But I love this organization because, they're getting people together that care.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So with that, Carrie, I think we're going to end the interview. I think
yes.
I hope everybody will stop by at least Shari's Facebook page and say hello. Because
okay, I can hear you now. I can hear you guys.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hey, that's technology. Actually, you did pretty good being on the road for that long time, the long conversation we've had. But Shari, listen, I know you got to get going. You're busy, and I want to thank you so much for stopping by. And please stay in touch and let us know what's going on. You get a new release, let us know. We'll get it streamed, I promise. Mm-hmm. And people, go see Shari when she's in town.
Thank you so much. Yes, I will absolutely stay in touch with you both. You're both so sweet and gracious, and I just appreciate this interview and our last interview. You guys are always so kind, and I always appreciate the support, genuinely, because we can work so hard and make music, but if it doesn't get to the listeners, then what's the point? So you guys are helping to do that, and I appreciate it.
Right.
Well, thank you, Shari.
Thank you, Shari.
Go knock them dead, okay?
Like knock them dead, girl.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. That was very cool.
She's come a long way.
Oh, she has.
3 years
oh, my
ago
goodness.
So.
Are you kidding?
I know it's been a while. It's been 2-3 years since we last saw Shari, and she's such a beautiful person inside and out.
Oh, and her
That's
music.
what I
Oh my God.
loved about her before. It's not that she's just so talented and she can sing. Oh, can she sing and she
Oh
can
boy, can
write?
she sing.
But she's got that heart,
Uh-huh.
and it shows through. It really
Yes,
shows through.
right, right. It
So,
was
Carrie,
wonderful talking to her again,
it
really.
certainly was. It certainly was. So, you ready for some more of her
I
music?
am ready for some more Shari Rowe, for
Uh,
sure.
okay, folks, Carrie and I are going to say goodbye for now. Please tune in Monday through Friday, 7
Mhm.
p.m. And we're going to have a special Walking on the Ween Side show this coming Tuesday. And that's going to be fun because it's about the stage. You know, all the world's a stage. And let's find out
And,
about that.
oh, cool.
And Carrie and I will see you next week on Sunday at 7 p.m. with another special guest interview. Okay, I'm ready for some music. Here we go.
Show up with potato salad. Look around, and it's about as perfect as a day could be. Our brand of functionality. Hug on mama, kiss Aunt Claire in her Dixie cup. Where all that wear has more than just some lemonade. And Uncle Jerry's late. Well, our hometown football star had a late night. From the look in her eye, he and his girl might be on the edge of a fight. We're holding brand new babies, getting caught up with the ladies who've seen it all, still standing tall with the man who taught us how to throw a football. It's a beautiful thing, this family gathering. My cousin brought a homemade pie, a little dress, and a brand new guy. Grandpa says how things should be, just like they were in '53. Cake and coffee talk and making plans about raising kids, getting off the grid, and buying a piece of land. And we're holding brand new babies, getting caught up with the ladies who've seen it all, still standing tall with the men who taught us how to throw a football. It's a beautiful thing, this family gathering. Joy and pain and love and all that's in between. The stories intertwined like a movie. The ties that bind will soon give way to memories. Gotta hold on tight to what that means. Pass the phone, it's my brother Joe. He shipped out about a year ago. Mom tries to hear, but we're all so loud. But Daddy sure is proud. Oh,